Leo, what's good? I'm your wild and free high priest. Chillin', my name's Armando. Thank you for being here. It's an awkward timing. I didn't close the blinds before I hit record. Anyway, thank you for being here. This is a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Leo collective reading. Regardless of your natal placement, this may resonate with you. I strongly suggest you take only what does resonate. This reading is attuned to the vibration of the upcoming full moon in Aries in just a few days, about 3 days. I ask that our guides of the highest, most brilliant, divine white light protect me, protect us as I channel and interpret for your divine Leo. Okay, numbers from the cerulean deck. There we go. 3 and 6. Okay, a lot of energy about regarding pinning down relationships, shared, sharing. Okay, we'll look those up. I gotta spend a little bit of time. Here we go. Okay, the magic of almost sunset. What are we in the Saturn hour? It is Venus's day, and we are in the Saturn hour, and then we will move into Jupiter. So yeah, Jupiter and Cancer. You may have Cancer placements. The 12th house is very significant, and I used to say I read for a lot of 12th house folks or placements, and that is a very spiritual house. Obviously it is a 12th house, a Piscean house. Super rare is this one, and the timing is 3 days. Yes, there's a lot to say about in the collective reading. We had the next 3 moons, many moons, and then we have 3 days here. Keep trying and the stars will align. Sun, moon, 3 things in 3. Sun, moon, rising, first, middle, last, birth, life, death, mind, body, spirit, bird, muffin, horse. James is kind of funny. The trifecta, like the Holy Trinity. What does that mean for you? I was getting a lot of like your body. Okay, your body. For you, Leo, your body, your mind, your soul. This is a lot about like karma, especially with the relationship with yourself. So it is, the flavor of this full moon is attuned to the relationship with yourself. And the aspects of yourself include overarching the mind, body, and soul experience. This card, the 6 is slow down, right? I need to pace yourself, especially when it comes to reflecting, or this is about family, something inherited a long time ago. This could have happened a long time ago. The heart holds on to hope. That's okay. Ancient beings are your ancestors. Keep their stories alive. Listen. Shared experiences. Creation and shared experiences. So this could speak about pregnancy. So you could be a new mother, father, parent. You could be expecting. Let's see. We have the Power card. I wasn't expecting to record anymore, but I know Leo collective. Leo, hit like if the message resonates with you. If you're new here, welcome. Stick around and subscribe. I promise it's not always this weird. It's even weirder. The number is 555, or yeah, it comes in threes, right? Okay, Leo collective. You could be shifting. This is spiritual in that you've learned, especially specifically about want and desire, whatever you have gone through in the last 9 months, and especially in the last 18 months. So 9 months, right? Gestation period, very much the Empress. This is about having the courage to do that, to look at the experiences, especially over the last 18 months, so the last year and a half, and what that means for your desires, how you approach and attain and work for, how you attain desires. A lot of this could be involved, like I just see you in a car, whether stationary or moving. So yeah, like getting in a car, going on your way, and then stopping. There's symbolism in that, in the way that you will direction, and the way that direction you will yourself to move in a specific direction. You're realizing that that is connected to higher mind or divine mind, divine order, and that is your guides moving you through these periods of time. So you're entering a whole new life. You could be birthing a whole new creative lifestyle, right? Or you could be birthing. Okay, Leo. Excuse me. Wow, okay. Time and release. Time release. Yeah, this could be about the body, right? Health. Taking your medication, but more so than that, in due time, you will release this to the world. There is a lot to say about divine timing. Meditating on the passing of time again is what, because something could have happened in your youth or with family that maybe it feels like you were at a halt, or something kept you behind in a way. But now you're ready to move on from that. There is a relinquishing, like family woes, family troubles no longer are impeding. Interference is at a minimum because you've learned how to attune to your mind, body, and soul, or you're working on those aspects of you, the soul aspect, which is very, like, I'm getting a lot of the Empress again. Okay. Can we get, what is this in reference for? What is the full moon in Aries illuminating for the Leo collective? Ooh, the Mystic card, 21. Okay, third eye, the courage to move in creation, to work with a whole new system, a whole new version of you, coming to meet yourself in that divine mind, divine order, in that triple holy trinity. Now your mind, your body connect in a way, and so now you move differently, you create differently, you work on different things, you treat your body differently, or you're aligning to specific treatments for your body. I don't know why I get a lot of the body, but having the courage to do this for yourself. So if it entails physical health, please rest assured that will mean a lot for your psychic abilities, or your physical health is aligned, whatever physical, however you are approaching your physical health or your mental health, it affects the other aspects of you, your mind and your body. If you're working on physical health, or if you're working on mental health, it affects your physical, how you approach your physical health and your soul level. It's like your body is the temple, your body is your temple. Wow. Okay, the challenge here, there are, okay, yes, accepting that your role changes. Accepting to that the way it is about communication. you've healed an aspect of yourself, or you have the courage now to actually move through this. Divine timing is here. And it occurred in a way where something else is happening. Like you do see the symbolic spiritual journey is now actually physically manifesting. You see the tie. Okay, so what does that mean for your mentality? Where's your mind at? Where's your head at, right? And it could require that meditation. Okay, the ocean. You are very deeply affected by your emotions at this time, or there's a new emotional level to. So yes, like treating yourself like like the emotional being you are, moving and flowing in this. So that could be very different for you, where it was easier for you to move through courage and confidence and move with passion. Now releasing, not entirely from that, but incorporating now how to move emotions, or your physical well-being is encompassing moving emotions through the body. And this is, yes, the eternal child. This is about you having that like growth spurt, others, you not letting others be that, not letting others take advantage of you. I don't know why I get that, but not letting something about your family. Yes, like your maybe. So there's a lot to say about not letting go of that, letting go of having to prove something to your family. So even if you've chosen not to be a parent, right, that maybe goes against a lot of our family's desires, for lack of, better elaboration. A lot of us may choose not to be traditional or take on a traditional role, but now there's this level of acceptance where finding relief from that, no longer being attached to those motives and motivation through appealing and appeasing family. Now you get to really allow those emotions to pass. So now tending to that physical aspect of you. It's like going to yoga class and not realizing that it's more than stretching, depending on the studio and your teacher. A good teacher will, accept that you're just there for stretching and then guide you through this experience that is a somatic release, moving energy through the body. I don't know why I picked this one up. You could have Pisces in your chart out as well, but we said Pisces is affecting you. It is a lot about karma. There's something small to take from it that it's inconspicuous, so it could seem small, but it's a big karmic up-leveling. In time, it will come. In the past, you may have felt left out. You may have felt like you had to seek a specific spiritual path, or that this was only explainable through a spiritual path. Okay, or this becoming spiritual and becoming enlightened to a spiritual path has allowed you to come to this point. I think that message is resounding and repeating in my head. Currently, you're working on leaving bad advice, leaving bad temperamental behavior, leaving them out in the cold, because you're no longer taking advice. You're no longer motivated by appealing to that camp. You have to take on this strategy. You have to go with your will. This is the moon in Aquarius. Okay. Mind where you are going. You have made the decision to leave. You are at a crossroads, but you are leaving the feeling of being left behind. You are leaving physical spaces where you are left behind. You're moving on from that. You've received enough courage and confidence through it. Many advice. Okay, in the future here, you do walk away courageously. As you walk away, you're leaving behind a lot of behaviors that don't uplift you, that don't encourage you to move through this. You're moving through it. A lot of this is about leaving behaviors. A lot of the behaviors that you may have assigned to yourself to appease family members, loved ones, a lover, a partner, walking away from those behaviors that were used to numb out so that you could be what you needed to be to these people. But in that creates this emotional, like that ocean. So yeah, King of Cups, Venus in Virgo is really affecting you, especially Leo rising. If you are committed to seeing your value and exposing your true worth, your high worth, your high value, you have to walk away from a lot of this. You have to really understand that there's no more asking why or asking who or asking for help from those folks. It's walking away from them and exposing yourself to a new level of your self-worth, and that as you continue to work on it, you will continue to really feel freedom, especially through just valuing yourself apart from belonging to these groups that don't necessarily honor your value. Yeah. King of Cups. I'm sorry. Y'all know I get excited. There's a lot to say about growing up. So it goes 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and then Moon in Cancer. Mercury in Virgo. Maybe you are even seeing like, wow, my family really does affect me in so many ways that I can't let them affect me like this anymore. Like walking away from repeating those patterns, those family patterns. Okay, I'm back. I split the deck and the Empress appears. All right, where do you stand in your power now? Wow, this is very powerful of you, Leo. Maybe you do recognize how you've held a lot stored in the body, right? It's that proverbial, the body keeps the score. In you tending to your body and you becoming healthy, becoming mindful about your health, and vice versa, assigning yourself to a more healthy, healthful practice then means you are more mindful, you're more careful. A lot about growing up. This is just maturing over time. This is what happens, right? But for you, it's a spiritual growth spurt. Becoming more psychic too. It's part of it's your passion, it's your hand. In your power, you are no longer fighting, okay? Do not fight. Venus in Aquarius. Are you fighting? Don't fight. A lot of the Aquarius energy right now is helping you to cut through the BS, right? You're no longer succumbing, right? If you are, there's no need for you. I must advise you to stop the fight. No longer. In your surroundings, look in your surroundings. You're moving away, and this is physical. This is like surgery, like physical bodily surgery or removing yourself. You are you are coming to make the decision to no longer participate in this level of violence, right? My goodness, Leo, what is up? Okay, you do fear that you're making the right decision, that you receive the right advice. You are hopeful that you receive the right advice, or please, no more seeking advice because it is driving you sort of into this fearful loop. So I hope you're not listening to those that are fear mongers, right? No fear mongering, and please continue to walk away, because the message here, in the future, you are removing yourself from these spaces. You are leaving these spaces. You are leaving these behaviors behind. Whatever they are, you could have become really, like you could have succumbed to these behaviors in a way where they show up as addictive, or you just can't get away from that, right? I think I just heard the dog bark. Okay, how come? All these cards flew out. Yes, there's a shift. There's a positive shift at the end of this rainbow. There's a pot at the end of the rainbow. Venus in Aries, okay? So there's a shift tonight. The moon moves into Pisces. You will go from this constriction to an expansion, okay? Spiritual salvation, exaltation. Holy wow. The Hangman. Go back and watch the collective reading. And yes, the artists, once again, the Hangman and the artists were in the collective reading that I just posted prior to restarting this recording. So we got Neptune, we got Mercury and Taurus. We have a lot of Mercury energy here. Mercury, we have all the Aquarius. We have, I was saying, Venus in Aquarius, Moon, Mercury in Aquarius, Moon in Aquarius. This is wild. This weekend is wild for you. There's a lot going on there. You are a fixed sign, Leo. This moon alongside Pluto in Aquarius, slowly stationing to move direct because it's been in retrograde motion. This is what's happening this weekend. What's happening? Okay. We have more Mercury, Taurus. Remember, we talked about your value. In this spiritual exaltation and line moment, you manifest a way through. And then the only way through this is to keep going through this, cut the rope, cut away from it. But don't forget being left out. And we already had 5 of Pentacles in the past. Now you come to understanding why that happened. Why the job left. You left the job. You experienced this physical health issue or mental health reassessment. This is where the moon hits you. Okay. In the artist, it hits you in the artist. It's the ficus energy. You are a light worker. You are experiencing the effects of your spiritual path, regardless of whether you consider yourself a light worker or just a practitioner, or maybe all of this is like, I just came here to understand what I'm going through. Here I am going on about the spiritual in due time, and allowing time to pass so that you can get through this by aligning yourself with the understanding and experiencing the growth spurt physically in your physical realm, manifesting the way out, the exit. Okay, you're exiting, you're leaving. It's you're going and you're coming to happiness and celebration. It is a birthing moment as well. So you could be accepting a new creative position, or you could be getting ready to become pregnant, or you just learned you're pregnant, something like that. Or you and your partner are becoming pregnant, things like that. I do want clarity on the Five of Swords. How is that your power, right? How is the Five of Swords is being succinct with your language, being direct, and not getting caught up in the fight, not using fighting words, but using words to allow you to remove yourself from the fight, right? High level of intelligence at work, or just being at a crossroads, realizing that that was meant for you to come to this crossroads, to make the decision to leave, or to, even in being kicked out, if you experience that, if you experience a loss, it was meant to push you to make the decision to go to, the decision was, or it was made for you to go, to continue to move on, move through it, because it was not for your highest good, or it was depleting your health in some way, whatever the behavior, whatever group you belong to, whatever type of work you were aligned to. Okay, more clarity. The World card, yeah, it could have a lot to do with work, and it could be that karmic acceptance and karmic understanding, because we have the Hangman as well. We have the World card, which encompasses you as a fixed sign: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And then we have more Virgo. We have the Sun in Virgo. You realize this now. Now you can move on. Now a new era of work starts. You're, little by little, you've been working on getting out of this, moving on from this, no longer being stuck. Maybe feeling like, yeah, this happened to you, this happened to me. Leo, you may be feeling that this happened to me, this happened to you. There will be victory when you, with the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. So we have Six of Swords, Six of Swords, Six of Wands. And we have Five of Pentacles and Five of Swords and Five of Pentacles twice. So we said 5, 5, 5, and now we have 6, 6, 6, and we have many threes as well. This is about you showing up, showing back up, showing and starting anew, doing it differently, being victorious, having the courage to do it differently, no longer relying or resting on the past. Okay. No reliance on what you used to do in the past, or who you used to serve or work with, or how you used to do it. Moving away from that. Even like thinking the way you used to think. Okay, why the Artist? Why the Hangman? And why the Five of Pentacles? Like, what's up with that as the outcome, right? Sometimes I create a mess. Sometimes I'm very... Okay, Leo, we can get through this, right? Do you feel that way? Like maybe things got messy, right? Okay, the High Priestess. It's a knowing. So the Moon, tied to soulmates and Pisces, right? Tied to an understanding, being guided. Yeah, because we have the Two of Swords, the Moon in Libra. We have so many Moon cards. How can I get out of the sun? There we are. Because I'm going to need a thumbnail. The High Priestess is you know, it's coming to the understanding and rising back up, moving through it, knowing that you have to make the decision, feeling like you were led by some force outside of you. Not even anyone, really. It could have felt at first. Initially, you could have had that feeling like someone did this to you, but now you understand that this was part of that spiritual journey, and being on a spiritual journey sometimes means there is a feeling of being hoodwinked, which means you're being taken somewhere, like a guidance that you didn't ask for, but that you understand that comes with the territory. And so you were being led. Now you're being led through this and out, through and out. Okay. The High Priestess. Maybe it is that someone around you helps you to understand why, or can help you to piece together the why. Okay. And maybe it is just the family, what happened in your youth, and then now pushes you onward. Here we have Five of Pentacles once again. It is that knowing why you were left out. Five of Pentacles. Clarifying Five of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of it is the mind. More clarity. How can you give me the Five of Pentacles on top of Five of Pentacles? But we have Five of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles. We said 555. I know you don't want to see this because sometimes we align and assign so many tough messages to this. It's just understanding what you have to be ready for. Okay. Understanding now that you're ready for something new. Yes, karmic justice. Okay. The only way through is keep going through this. Keep. Now you can rely on new partnerships and new friendships. A new soulmate appears. Gosh, I feel like a mess right now. Do we have one final card for the Leo collective? Look at you. Okay, this is beautiful, perfect. And then the Scorpionic Death card. Coming out of being left with nothing almost, right? Ace of Cups. So coming to a new level of self-understanding, and through this self-care, now caring for yourself in a new way, in a new light, seeing yourself in a new light, having gone through this, understanding why and what it means for your physical and emotional health, now coming to a new emotional understanding and living through this emotional embodiment, okay? Allowing it to also leave you. Allow this to pass through you, out of you, okay? As you may come out of feeling off and from experiencing physical ailments to now feeling physically better. Oh, there are a lot of fruits and I'm surrounded by plants, so there's a fruit fly. What a mess. Okay, Leo, I hope this helps you. I know it came out of nowhere, and yes, thank you so much. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me what's up. If you're still here, you should subscribe. If you're still here, you should hit like. I hope you enjoyed the message. From this now, care for you, feel good, new projects coming. Through this new level of understanding, no longer treating yourself in that old manner and not allowing others to treat you the way you were treated then, no longer aligning with those groups of people or working with those groups of people, working better, working to better yourself, okay? All right, I'll be back with more. Thank you so much. Ciao.